Hey, y'all. So, when I was at the most miserable point in my life, I was taught the concept of self care. And to me, that seemed so selfish. Like you're supposed to serve and bless and help others and be a good wife and be a good mom and be a good neighbor and be a good friend. And the more you give, the better you will feel. And I found that that was not true for me. I was the most miserable I had ever been in my life. And so I thought, it can only go up from here. So what I did was I started to go to a master gardener class. I gave myself permission to do something for me that I thought I would love. And I went and figured out how to plant and grow flowers was the first thing that I tried. And I will show you this little picture of my granddaughter. I call her Flowery Valerie because she loves flowers as much as I do. This is when she was graduating from kindergarten. Isn't she just adorable? So anyway, here's Flowery Valerie. But what actually happened that I want to explain to you and give you an example of is that when I started growing flowers, I started finding that I had way more than I even needed. And they were growing in my yard. And so I found that I started to give them away to neighbors and people who were having a hard time or needed some extra cheering. And after that, I met up with a girl from my master gardener class, and we went to this thing for the university next to where we live. And they said they were doing all kinds of flower trials and that they were just throwing away the ones, after they'd done the trial. And so we went up and said, can we have the flowers instead of you throwing them away? Well, what started out as I thought a selfish class to try to be, do this concept of self care became this amazing adventure for us. And we ended up starting a nonprofit organization. And to this date, with the help of many other people who love this idea as well, we've given away over 3,000 bouquets to care centers and hospitals and persons with disabilities and really anyone who needs cheering. So just know that when you follow your desires, I feel like they are given to you for a reason. And to start opening up your mind to what do you love? What would you love to create? What have you always wanted to learn? What would be fun for you? What would be, and it doesn't have to be what would be able to help somebody else, because I think we get stuck and stopped when we think that way. It's just, what do I want to do? What would I love so much? And then open your mind up to the possibility of doing that thing, even if it's just 2 minutes a day, even if it's just 5 minutes a day. Do something for yourself, and then you'll have way more to contribute, way more to bless, way more to help. And that is what this video is about. And I hope that you will start making ideas of what you'd most desire in this life.